everybody, it's a Colt 777, or the Colt 777, whichever you want to call me. I'm starting my little YouTube career here, and, well, I hope it ends up being fun. Well, I guess the first game I'm gonna play is, well, obviously it's not a game on the computer. It's gonna be Oblivion. Why is there not a picture? Because I don't want to be online and my friends invite me. Simple enough? Good. Better be. Now, if you don't know, Oblivion is the 4th game in the Elder Scrolls series. In my opinion, the best, even though I've only played this in Morrowind. Bethesda, or however you pronounce it. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to introduce myself. I guess I'll get used to it eventually, but yeah. Oblivion. What else do you need to know? Alright, I'll stop being a little bit gloomy and depressing. Now let's just start her up. Well, in my opinion, this is the greatest opening to any game ever. At least the music is. Seriously, the only thing I'd rather have them change is put the Pirates of the Caribbean music in for the fight scenes. Sorry about the wait, it's just that I have all the DLCs and for some reason it takes a while. Alright, let's start up a new game. I guess nobody decided to check their pockets. Oh well.
I was born 87 years ago.
That's
for
the Emperor.
65 years,
Amulet
I
of
ruled as
Kings.
Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion,
Oblivion
beyond
reference.
which no waking eye may see.
Reference to the title. There we go.
Behold, in
I don't know what you would
darkness,
call it.
a doom sweeps the land.
That's the Oblivion. Well, that's the Plains of Oblivion, and those are Daedra. And that's the Great Gate, which does not appear until later. And I have to admit, this game looks really good for an early
the year of
Xbox game.
433. These are the
2006,
closing days
I
of the
believe it
third
came
era,
out. One game of the year.
and the
Same as
final
Fallout 3.
hours
Now here
of
comes my
my
favorite
life.
song. Hell, I love this song so much I have it on my iPod. But really, what you're seeing right now is the Imperial City. The biggest city, I think, in Tamriel. Which is the world where this game takes place and stuff. Alright, let's just skip all that. It just zooms into the prison. Really, here you got all your classes. Sorry about that. The Imperial, very generic. Sort of like using... I'd rather have a Dark Elf other than Imperial. Khajiit, good for stealth. I really don't like it otherwise. The female's a little bit better. I'd suggest going with the female, but go with the male if you want more endurance and strength. The Nord, very not good. Its resistance to cold is nice, but I don't like it by any means. Orc, really good for Fighters Guild. Very good blunt skill and HP. Very nice. Red Guard, same thing except with a sword. Wood Elf. I don't know what to say about the Wood Elf. Sort of like a Khajiit, except I'd rather pick a Wood Elf other than a Khajiit. Still very good. It can control simple creatures and they just pretty much follow you around and fight for you for a short amount of time. Argonian, really like, especially the water breeze ability. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm running around as a giant lizard, but who knows. Breton, same thing about the Nord, except it's more, how would I say? it's better as a mage. Dark Elf, very, very balanced. I'd rather have this other than an Imperial. I don't like using them. High Elf, really good for a mage's guild. All around I like using because, well, magic is really fun to use in this game. Especially creating your own spells much later. I'll explain all. So, yeah. I like all the classes other than, obviously, Nord and the Breton, but I think I'm gonna go with a High Elf this time. You know. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, the High Elf. Nothing really much to say about it. Other than what I've already said, it's really good for the Mages Guild. I really don't care how they look like. Only the beginning of the game I really don't care, because eventually once I get any kind of helmet, like the Daedric helmets, the Madness helmets, I really don't care what they look like after that. Oh, and yes, I will be trying my best to go through the, yeah, I think that looks good. Whoops. Yeah, I will try my best to go through the Shivering Isles, so, yeah. As you know, I'm the Cole 777. Yeah, I'll just put in that. And, yeah, I want to be a High Elf. Here's the Imperial Prison. Nothing much to say. A few pots. No reason to pick them up. Or cup and jug. Some bones. Yeah.
Where's your dignity now, huh? Where's that famous High Elf poise and bear?
At the door. Yeah,
Still be stuck in this rat
not much to say.
waiting for your execution. That's right. I heard some of the guards talking. You're going to die in here. High Elf. You hear me? You're going to
No,
die.
just give me a minute, I'll get out.
You hear that? The guards are coming.
Oh yeah, press left bumper on the Xbox controller to pick up stuff. I don't really find a use for this. There's even I think it's the mysticism spells that allow you to pick up things from a distance. Unless you can fling them at somebody, there's really no point in having it.
My job
Sort
right
of like
now
these
is to
bones.
get you to safety. What's
They
this
weigh a
prisoner
lot,
doing here?
but you can't even
This cell
sell
is
them.
supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you
I'll
if you
explain
get
these
in our
guys
way.
later when we meet up with them again.
Stay
Good.
put,
Let's
prisoner.
go. We're not out of this yet.
You.
There's a guy from the
I've
beginning of the
seen
game.
you.
He's the Emperor. Emperor Uriel
me see
Septim.
your
I was
face.
thinking of Tiber Septim
You are the
from
one.
that they keep on talking about
God.
much later in the game.
Assassin.
Now, if you're playing through this with me, you don't need to know any. Well,
Perhaps.
you might want to know some of this, but just read it on your own.
You will.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
Now, if you've ever played Fallout and you've liked it, well, this game is pretty much Fallout
close
without
this one.
guns.
There's no way to open it from the
That's
other
the
side.
easiest explanation I can give for it. It's made by the same people. Oh yeah, starting out, you just start out with a basic fireball spell, and well, it's not basic fireball spell. You get a spell called weak fireball spell. It's just a flare, does 6 damage, and yeah, look how sexy I am.
Don't get too close.
Alright, well, I think I might just end this right up here. This has been the Cole 777,
Protect the
and
Emperor.
oh god, she's dead. Oh god, oh god.